Hello and welcome back to Euro Transfer Talk, the only place to hear about the best gossip and rumours flying around the continent. There is just 1 week left until the window shuts, which means panic buying season is almost with us. This means there are plenty of big stories to tell you about, so let's get into it. We start with Leeds United, who've been scouring the continent for more creativity in their midfield. On the wing, they've been eyeing up a second approach for Dan James from Manchester United and FC Utrecht star Garano Kirk. James could be tempted to leave Old Trafford in search of more playing time, having almost joined Leeds 18 months ago. The Daily Mail, however, claim that Kirk is close to finalising a €10 million move, which looks excellent considering his 17 goal involvements in the Eredivisie last season. But it's in the middle of the park where Marcelo Bielsa is pushing for another blockbuster signing. All summer it looked like Eurofootball Daily favourite Rodrigo de Paul was on his way to Elland Road. But as it stands, his club Udinese won't accept any less than €44 million for their Argentine talisman, over €15 million more than Leeds negotiator-in-chief Victor Orta is willing to pay. This has been a huge cause of frustration for the Yorkshire club, but a solution could be on the horizon in the form of Bayern Munich star Michaël Cuisance. The 21-year-old has been a peripheral figure at the Allianz Arena since heading to Bavaria from Borussia Mönchengladbach in 2019. Having been unable to force himself into their Champions League winning midfield. This limited him to just 10 Bundesliga appearances, and was even demoted to their second team, with transfer guru Fabrizio Romano claiming talks are underway ahead of a €20 million move. L'Equipe believes Bielsa has promised the Frenchman a starring role in his side, which could be exactly what he needs after a year in the dark. Marseille, Nice and Newcastle all want the midfielder too, but it looks like the draw of Leeds United will once again prevail. Norwich City right-back Max Aarons must be feeling sorry for himself after missing out on a dream move to Barcelona. The Blaugrana had eyed up the Englishman as a surprising candidate for their defence. But under no pressure to sell, the Canaries stood firm on their reported €22 million asking price. Sky Sports believed Aarons had even agreed personal terms with the Catalonians, but after Barcelona refused to offer an obligation to buy, talks were cancelled. As a result, the Spanish giants turned to Ajax star Sergiño Dest, who according to RAC1 is close to finalising a €20 million dream move off his own. The article claims the American said goodbye to his teammates after Saturday's 2-1 win over Vitesse and is on his way to Spain. For Max Aarons, however, the drama may not be over yet, as there are other European powerhouses interested. Bayern Munich have been chasing Dest too, but with that move off the cards have now turned to Aarons as an alternative. The Daily Mail claims the Bavarians are ready to launch a bid of their own for the young right-back, and are more than happy to meet the achievable asking price. If that wasn't enough, Serie A giants AC Milan and Roma have also both inquired after Aarons, with Milan deciding between the Norwich defender or a return for Tottenham ace Serge Aurier. This could be a huge week in the life of Aarons, as the chance to play at the Allianz or San Siro is a luxury afforded to very few rising British stars. And before we move on, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to never miss a video. Manchester United have had rotten luck when it comes to selling any of their fringe players this summer. Giant wages and lofty valuations have put off any interest in the likes of Phil Jones, Jesse Lingard and Marcus Rojo, leaving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's squad bloated. However, the latest intel out of England and Italy could be good news for the Norwegian. After it emerged, Lazio are very keen on their 24-year-old bench warmer Andreas Pereira. In a report supported by Fabrizio Romano, Sky Sports revealed the Eagles are in negotiations over a loan move with an obligation to buy for the Brazilian winger, which could be valued at €27 million. This would represent excellent value for a player who has largely flopped when given the chance at Old Trafford, with some Italian outlets even believing that the deal is done, with just a medical to be completed. The Sun claim Lazio could return to the Red Devils for their Spanish veteran Mata. The Serie A Highflyers were left with a bitter taste in their mouth after being snubbed by David Silva, who rejected them at the final second to sign with Real Sociedad, and as a result are looking for a creative alternative. Mata has emerged as a possible candidate, having fallen down the pecking order at United. How much truth is in the story remains to be seen, but the Red Devils will be buoyed by the fact they are finally shifting some of their dead wood. Next we turn our attention to Jean-Clair Todibo, the young Barcelona defender who could be at the centre of an intriguing transfer battle this week. The 20-year-old spent the start of 2020 on loan at German side Schalke, who maintained a €25 million option to buy, but following the financial implications of the coronavirus pandemic, that completely collapsed. This opened the door to a number of other clubs clubs, with French side Rennes emerging as the favourite to bring in the former Toulouse centre-half. However, over the weekend it was reported in Spain that they withdrew their interest in the Frenchman, making it now a straight shootout between Everton, Fulham and Napoli for his services. Fulham desperately needs some defensive reinforcements, having seen a move for Sassuolo star Marlon break down over a failed medical, whereas Carlo Ancelotti wants to continue his Everton revolution. Napoli, meanwhile, are still in the market for a long-term alternative to Kalidou Koulibaly, after missing out on Arsenal's new enforcer Gabriel. The key here is that Barcelona are only interested in a permanent deal, as they need cash in order to sign Manchester City defender Eric Garcia. This could hand the emphasis to Fulham, who according to Sport have offered €18 million with €5 million extra in variables. However, how much appetite Todibo has to join the Premier League basement boys remains to be seen. Expect to see Todibo on the move at some point this week though. Barcelona might be keen on Eric Garcia, but it could be a different defender heading to the new camp from Manchester City. Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo claim the Blaugrana have actually been offered the chance to sign Zinchenko instead, who could be surplus to requirements in Pep Guardiola's plans. The Ukrainian has become a useful option for City in the past few seasons, thanks to his versatility on the left flank, chalking up 68 appearances in all competitions. However, with new signing Nathan Ake capable of filling in at left back, and Benfica defender Ruben Diaz set to arrive for a massive £65 million, Zinchenko could see his game time slump even more. A switch to Barcelona, therefore, could make a lot of sense, especially with the Catalonians fed up with their current alternative at left-back, Junior Firpo. The 24-year-old joined Barca last summer on an initial €18 million deal from Real Betis, but has failed to impress the club's hierarchy. If they can shift the Spanish under-21 star in the next few days, then a move for Zinchenko could become tangible. Football España reported that Atalanta have launched a €20 million bid for Firpo, so the ball could get rolling in these various transfers in the next few days. Our headline story is all about Arsenal target Houssem Aouar. Over the weekend, the Gunners launched an official €35 million bid for the Frenchman, which was swiftly rejected by Lyon, though they are expected to return with improved terms. But Arsenal have been warned by Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas that anything short of the €50 million mark will be ignored. That doesn't mean the North London outfit is giving up hope though. According to The Athletic's David Ornstein, Lyon do need to sell. Aouar is keen on the move and talks have been progressing positively between the two clubs. Not only that, Arsenal captain Aubameyang told the Mirror how keen he was to see a deal happen, describing the 22-year-old as a very good player. It appears much more likely that Aouar will be arriving at the Emirates than Atletico Madrid midfielder Thomas Partey. The Ghana international has been linked with Arsenal all summer, but Ornstein reports that Atleti are refusing to budge on their €50 million asking price, which would have to be paid in one go. That would only ever become a remote possibility if the Gunners can finally shift fringe stars like Guendouzi, Socrates and Lucas Torreira. As the October 5th deadline looms, anything can happen in the transfer market. So as Arsenal continue to creep towards Aouar's asking price, there is every chance that in the frenzy of the window's final days, a reasonable agreement can be found. And finally, we bring you an update on Napoli star Kalidou Koulibaly. The centre-half has been endlessly linked with a move away from the club over the past 12 months, and many assumed this would be the summer he left Naples for good. Manchester City and Liverpool were the two candidates to take him on, but neither bit at the 29-year-old's asking price in the region of €80 million. Now with Ruben Diaz on his way to City, and Jurgen Klopp more than happy to deploy Fabinho in the centre of defence, both moves appear to be off. Real Madrid are the only other side who have shown interest in Koulibaly, but they simply don't have the money to make the deal happen. As a result, the Mes Academy graduate finds himself stuck at the Stadio San Paolo for another season. This has even been confirmed by the Napoli sporting director, who told Sky Italy that Koulibaly is staying put, saying, "We are very happy and so is he. He has 3 years on his current deal and I believe he is staying." The Napoli SD also admitted that Milik could still be sold in the coming days, with the player wanting to leave. Koulibaly, however, could still get his big move in the future, but as he drifts into his 30s, Napoli will never again receive such lucrative offers for their prize asset. It may be a decision their president, Aurelio De Laurentiis, lives to regret. And that's all we have time for today, but do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any transfer rumours of your own, do send them in. And if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Bye for now.